have questions for you. What should I do in this COVID-19 pandemic situation? Can you give me a suggestion? Hi, my name is Sulasri Hardiani, an English teacher from SMA 1 Ciamis. Well, today we're going to talk about how to make suggestion. Okay, this is how we give advice to people. But before that, I have questions for you. What should I do in this COVID-19 pandemic situation? Can you give me a suggestion? First, you may say you should stay at home. And the second, you may say you should wear mask. Okay, here you may use should if you want to give suggestion. The grammatical structure for should is that should followed by bare infinitive, or we call it by verb 1. Okay, here should stay, and then the second one should wear. So here you may see that should is followed by verb 1 or bare infinitive. The second one, if you want to give suggestion, is that you may say how about. How about using hand sanitizer? Or you may say how about washing hands regularly? You may use how about. But the grammatical structure is different with the first one. How about is followed by verb ing, or we call it by gerund. Okay, so remember, if you use how about, you add verb ing or verb in after how about. You may see here, how about using? How about washing? Is it clear enough? Great. Okay, the third way to make suggestion, you may say or you may use why don't you? Why don't you stay at home? Okay, we use negative to stress the great suggestion we're making. You see that why don't you stay at home means that it's really necessary for you to stay at home. So don't go outside during this pandemic situation. And the grammatical structure here, you may see that why don't or doesn't plus subject and followed by bare infinitive or verb 1. So it's clear enough for grammatical structure. And here, why don't you is the subject, stay as bare infinitive. So why don't you stay at home? So please don't go out. Okay? Here comes again the fourth structure. For making suggestion, you may use conditional if. Conditional if here, we use type 2 for the second condition. Okay? So for example, if I were you, I would stay at home. So this is the second type of conditional. Here, the grammatical structure is if plus subject followed by simple past or past simple and followed by subject, would, and bare infinitive. So it's clear enough for grammatical structure. If I were you, I would stay at home. So it means that I will not go anywhere. Well, the next way, you may also say, would you mind if you stay at home? Okay, so would you mind if followed by subject and also bare infinitive or verb 1. So the grammatical structure is would you mind if followed by subject and then bare infinitive or verb 1. The other way how to make suggestion is that you may say, would you mind staying at home? So you may say, would you mind? Would you mind is followed by verb ing or we call it by gerund. So this is the different with the previous one. So if you wear or if you use would you mind with verb, you have to use verb ing or verb ing. Okay, would you mind staying at home? Great, this is a great thing to do during this pandemic situation. Well, the last way, if you want to make suggestion, you may say, let's stay at home. So this is direct suggestion. The grammatical structure is let's plus bare infinitive or verb 1. So let's stay at home. Good. Ta-da! It's time for a quiz. Okay, I have explained to you the material, and now it's time for you to try your understanding about suggestion by answering the questions. Okay, I give you 5 questions. You should answer 10 seconds. Okay, are you ready? So these are the questions. Please pay attention and try to answer the questions. Well, okay, now let's see your answer. I believe you're a great student. Okay, number 1. If I were you, I would blah 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 the novel. So the answer is, okay, A, buy. So you got 20. And number 2, let's see. The answer is really true. How about is followed by verb ing or gerund. So the answer is watching. Okay. Number 3, you may pay attention to the questions. Why don't you, remember, followed by bare infinitive or verb 1. So the answer is have. Okay. Next question. So how blah 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 movie at home? The right answer is great. How about watching TV at home? Number 5. Which of the following is not suggestion? The answer is B. Okay, so this is not suggestion. B is not suggestion. Well, that's for discussing the answer of the questions. So what's your score? You get 100? Great. Really excellent. Well, okay. Today we learned about how to make suggestion, about plans and social things to do. And you can practice all these things, all these phrases, all this structure you have learned. So if you want to give suggestion to your friends, your family, or maybe sometimes to your teacher, that's fine. So giving suggestion, you may express what you want to say, but remember the grammatical structure. Well, thanks for joining our lesson today. Hope you can practice it every time if you want to express your suggestion. So, thank you and see you.